At family dinner, my dad said, "I'm proud of all my kids, except the loser at this table." Everyone laughed. You know how some family gatherings are just a battlefield? Mine was an annual war zone, and this year I walked in holding a peace offering, a luxury car for my dad, only to walk out having shattered a 32-year lie that explained why he never even bothered to try to love me. My name's Eliza, I'm 32, and despite building a genuinely successful career in finance, I'd always felt like I was never quite good enough for my father. Our annual family reunion dinner was looming, and honestly, I dreaded it more than usual this time. I'd splurged on this ridiculously expensive luxury car for him, a last-ditch effort, a desperate peace offering, hoping, praying, things might finally be different. What I didn't know was that in my purse, a sealed envelope sat, holding a document that would change everything. By the end of the night, I would finally, devastatingly, understand why my father never loved me. To outsiders, our family looked picture perfect, a modern-day dynasty. But behind closed doors, it was a different story. My father, Richard Matthews, built his real estate development company from nothing into a multi-million-dollar empire. He worshipped success, status, and respect above all else, even above the people closest to him. From my earliest memories, he wasn't the kind of dad who'd cheer at school plays or help with homework. No, he was the harsh critic who'd point out my B+ grades should have been A's, who'd question why I wasn't chosen as team captain, who'd casually remind me that second place is just the first loser. My mother, Caroline, was his polar opposite in so many ways, warm, affectionate, nurturing, when he wasn't around. But in his presence, she transformed, almost shrinking into herself, never contradicting him, never standing up for us kids, when his criticism became unbearable. It was a dynamic I didn't fully grasp until I was much older, the strange power he held over her, the way her eyes would dart to him before she answered even the simplest questions about dinner or weekend plans. My older brother James, 3 years my senior, was undeniably the golden child. He played football, made the honor roll, dated the right girls, and eventually followed our father into the real estate business, straight out of Dad's alma mater. Everything just came easily to James, or at least that's how it looked to me. He seemed to instinctively know what would please our father, while I constantly guessed wrong. My younger sister Sophia somehow navigated our father's approval system better than I ever could. She wasn't the overachiever James was, but she had this natural charm, an almost supernatural ability to read the room, to know when to speak and when to fade into the background. She became the family peacemaker, the one who could occasionally make father laugh when his mood darkened, the one who would slip into my room after particularly brutal criticism sessions to assure me it wasn't as bad as it seemed. But for me, nothing was ever enough. I graduated top of my class in high school. I secured a full academic scholarship to Cornell, even though my father pushed for his alma mater, seeing my choice as a rejection of his legacy. During college, I worked 2 part-time jobs while maintaining a perfect GPA. Yet during breaks, he'd question why I wasn't interning at more prestigious companies. After graduation, I flat out refused his half-hearted offer to work at his company, knowing I'd only ever be seen as a pity hire. Instead, I moved to New York City with nothing but 2 suitcases and pure, raw determination, sleeping on a friend's couch while applying to every financial firm I could find. When I finally landed an entry-level position at Goldman Sachs, his response was a dismissive, "Let's see if she lasts a month." Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.